Oh, I heard you're planning to buy some Game Passes in Mad City, but don't know which one is good? Well, that's not gonna be your problem anymore. Welcome to this new video. Today, I'll be reviewing all Game Passes in 2023 of Mad City. So, I'll be telling you the pros and cons of it, and some of them should be pretty self-explanatory. But other than that, let's get started. Also, if you do enjoy this video, be sure to leave a like, comment, and consider subscribing. It's free, and you can do it anytime. Other than that, like I said, let's get started. First Game Pass on the list is indeed Heavy Weapons. This would provide you with 2 weapons for 400 robux. One of the first weapons to be included will be the AWP or the AWP. This is a heavy sniper that has 4 shots and does 50 damage on base and 80 on the heads. What it looks like when you shoot it would do 50, and there's a bit of spread, but not too much. And I can test it on this one, which doesn't seem to do anything for some reason, but it's just Mad City, you know. There we go. And I'm also going to be showing you some real-time gameplay of what this would look like if you owned it, and fought with other players. For a real-time PvP with an AWP, it would be like sniping that guy with a 50, and then he's an idiot, and that's an 80. If of course you didn't see that, it was an 80, which is a headshot. And you know, the AWP is a very OP weapon, so that's why it's pretty much 400 robux, not bad. Let me just show you the RPG real quick. Next one on the list is indeed the RPG. This is a rocket launcher that has one shot, and it's pretty OP. It does 60 damage, and there's no heads for this. And also, you can also hit yourself. It has a pretty big radius splash. So, to maximize the damage, all you do is you just try to hit yourself. I'm currently 92 right now. So if I go up to a wall right here, and I shoot it, I'll get 40 because 60 of my health was depleted by this rocket launcher. So this is technically a 2-shot if you do direct hits. And also, it's also pretty effective against vehicles, which of course, if I can test it on my commutator, it does 120, which is technically twice the amount of damage that an RPG does to a person, which is pretty insane. And I'll also be showing you real-time gameplay if you own this. I mean, if you bother using this weapon. So here it is. So a real-time PvP with the RPG, which is going to be pretty complex because this guy has armor, which would be something like this. Which of course I did 40, and at 17 broke his armor. Of course, I got another teammate with me. Tear gas. Got him. Yeah, that was the end of him then. So yeah, that's how you do the RPG. Rip for that guy because I killed him while he was just trying to grind, but you know, who cares about him. Next one on the list is the SWAT Gamepass. This is pretty much a Game Pass used for police team, mostly police team, but you can get access to the SWAT uniform, which technically does nothing, but just looks cool in general. I mean, it looks pretty okay, but what really does matter is the M4A1. This thing does 10 damage on heads, and I assume 12 on the heads. I'm not really sure. But I'll also be showing you some real-time gameplay of what the M4A1 looks like. So here's just what the little demonstration. It's technically a faster fire rate of the AK-47, and of course it has a lot of spread. Decent reloading speed, and here's the actual gameplay, or the real-time gameplay against players. For an example of PvP with the M4A1 will look like this. For heads, it's actually 15 damage, not 12. And this person is trash, I guess. I wouldn't underestimate though. Yep, an idiot. But there goes 4K, and additionally it does 14,000. Well, I thought 14,000. What am I saying? 15 damage on heads and 10 on regular. So that's the statistics. That's the statistics you need to know. Other than that, you'll also get a SWAT van, which is technically bulletproof. And it's actually a vehicle with 800 HP. And if you're wondering, this is the only vehicle that you'll ever get that has 800 HP, because other vehicles either have 400, 200, which is the hovercraft, 1000, which is the Terminator, and so on, you know. But yeah, this is pretty okay. I mean, it has like, what, 6 seaters with 5 passengers and 1 driver. And you have a good amount of customization. Additionally, here's what this is: supercharged engine, which is pretty decent, and this is default engine, which if I equipped it, this is what it would look like, which is not that bad, but this is not really a good vehicle for transportation. I mean, 800 HP. If you're getting attacked or something, yeah, maybe this could be a good choice for you. Who knows? But other than that, let's move on to another Game Pass. Feel like you got more robux to spend? How about consider getting the VIP Game Pass? This gives you access to ×2 cash on heists. That's explanatory, and I do not need to show you that. But however, I can tell you that ×2 cash just means any heist but jewelry store and cargo ship will give you a bigger bag for you to technically, what, grab more items and earn more cash and XP. Well, for the jewelry store and cargo ship, these are just multipliers. So just think of them as a multiplier if you're doing any of those 2 heists. No team limits. I don't know if that's still a thing, but in MAD City there was team limits. I don't know if there is now. But with the no team limit thing, technically you're able to join any team despite being overloaded with players already. So you wouldn't be frustrated that you're not able to join that specific team because it's quote-unquote full. And the stratosphere color is, well, let me just show you what the stratosphere color looks like. So if I can find it here, just give me a few minutes. Stratosphere, which of course looks like this. Wow. Okay, so the cool part is it's actually sunrise right now, so you can see how it's actually changing its reflectance. So you see how it was like dark earlier when it was like nighttime? Now it's turning daytime. Now it's looking a lot more brighter, which looks pretty cool. And honestly though, this is pretty good. Not gonna lie. I actually really love using this skin, but I actually prefer different skins, but this one is really nice. And honestly, it's not really a bad choice, especially for a VIP Game Pass. Oh, and also, did they also mention about the tag? The color tag thing? The VIP tag? Let me just say this real quick. And there's the VIP thing. And yeah, for 1,000 robux, not really that bad, but let's move on. The next one on the list is, well, mobile customization. This is pretty self-explanatory, but if you don't know, you're able to customize your weapon skins or your vehicles anywhere you go with your phone. So you can see I have a UI here that says shop, and when I click on it, I'm able to change my vehicles. I can customize my vehicles anywhere I go without having to go to the garage. And this also applies to weapon skins as well. When I jump out of a vehicle, I'll change to a gun icon. I'm able to change my weapon skins anywhere I go without having going to the gun shop, which is a hassle, and I do not have enough time. And for 100 robux, I kinda do recommend getting this. It's so cheap, like, it's literally the cheapest Game Pass in the game. Like, if you don't have enough to afford that, yeah, you're not able to afford anything else, just saying, you know. So for Emote Pack 1 and 2, well, for 1 first, we get providing you some emotes such as the Orange Justice, which is technically free for all players, or at least, I guess, what I heard. You get the Hype, which is a pretty lame emote. The Take the L, which is so old. The Floss. The Best Mates, which is of course another cringe emote. The Wiggle. And the Dab, which of course has no sound effect, but you can spam it over and over and you look like an idiot doing it. But yeah. Oh, and I forgot also one more thing. the pump as well, which is also part of the Emo Pack one. And yes, they all have unique sound effects. I mean, music. But I'm not sure if these are copyrighted, so I'll just probably just do them for a short duration. But anyway, Emo Pack 2 is technically the same as Emo Pack 1, but except it gives you different emotes, such as the robot. And they're pretty well animated, not gonna lie. The electro shuffle. The squad kick, which is supposed to be funny. The sprinkler. The dance move. The pop lock. And the infinite dab, which is pretty cool. This is actually my favorite emote, I guess, because, you know, I mean, back in the days it was, but not anymore, because I don't use emotes. Even if I do, I only use the distraction dance, so what's the point? But enough rambling, and that's all for Emo Pack 1 and Emo Pack 2. Next Game Pass is arguably the most pay-to-win Game Pass, and it's definitely for 300 robux the Scar. For the love of God, you only get one weapon, which is the Scar itself. This is pretty much broken. It's a slower, it has a slow fire rate, but it does 15 damage. Actually, 14 damage. My bad. I'm not sure how much it does on heads, but I will also show you real-time gameplay of what it would look like if you would have the Scar. And trust me, this gun is very broken. If you have some good aim, this gun is just absolutely broken. But yeah, that's all for the Scar. Let me just show you some gameplay here. So this is what the gameplay of the Scar would be if you're fighting on in real time. You see there's two criminals here, or at least a villain, and you see how it does 14 damage. And with some good aim, you can probably take them out, but you're kind of running and hide and trying to like dodge. And this guy's an 8. Oh, grenade. And I gotta get my way over there without losing my health, which is kind of hard because these guys are pretty good. That's one. Yes, you can also spray. Oh no, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Oh, whatever. I mean, I kind of got one guy down though. That was kind of sad. The last Game Pass that you can actually get is the double XP. This again is very self-explanatory because the only thing it does, anything that you do that gives you XP will be multiplied times 2. This revolves around challenges, including dailies, weeklies, doing workout, which of course in the prison, doing heists, killing players, arresting players, you know, all that stuff. But yeah, times 2 XP for 500 robux, pretty okay. It's not bad though. But other than that, that's all I got for the Game Pass review. Now, which Game Pass is actually good? Well, for the Heavy Weapons Game Pass, should you buy it? I mean, 400 robux for an AWP RPG. I mean, if you're willing to use a heavy sniper or an RPG, the RPG isn't really that good, but I personally like the AWP more. Then I suggest going for the Heavy Weapons Game Pass. The SWAT Gamepass, I do suggest getting it because the M4A1 is really good, and the SWAT van is very helpful, especially when you're under attack and you don't have a vehicle like a Terminator. Plus, that thing has bulletproof tires, which of course not every vehicle has that. But yeah, that is pretty useful other than the SWAT uniform. The VIP, it's a must buy because you literally need it if you want to make more money off of heists. The emo packs, the mobile customization, which Is 100 robux is very good, so that it's actually a must buy as well, because you don't want to spend your time running into garages and gun shops where you can just customize it in the criminal base or something, Emote packs 1 and 2 for 200 robux each. I mean, if you like emoting, then just go for it, but I don't have anything else to say about it. Get the Scar if you're actually trash at PvPing. The Scar for 300 robux is actually not a bad weapon, and it's pretty broken. It's kind of in the meta, but FAMAS actually is a lot better. Which of course the Scar gets outclassed by the FAMAS. Even though FAMAS is actually a burst, it performs way better than the Scar because of how it's triple shot. And times 2 XP is a must buy, because if you're gonna grind for seasons, you better get times 2 XP for the love of God. Those things are so good. And especially when it's times 2 weekend, you can make up to times 4 the XP. Isn't that nice? Well, if you think that's not nice, then I don't know what to say to you, but that's all I got for you guys. Well, hope you guys enjoy this video, and if you do, be sure to subscribe, like I said, once again, and other than that, I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye. Get the Scar if you're actually trash at PvPing.